Means that two joints that should be moving separately are moving together. And so symptoms of that person would be they don't stay fixed, you have a hard time fixing them in the first place, you can't get the muscle to unlock. Anybody have any of those symptoms you want to volunteer for? So the back of your workbook is black on purpose. And if they're a bobblehead, the black will blow them out. That blows her out. Whereas if she looks at white, nothing happens. But if she looks at black, it blows her out. So she is a bobblehead. She has fixations, and there's a whole dissertation of fixations, and we're going to show you the shortcut. And the shortcut is you shine the bright light on the glabella. See the bright light? You shine a bright light on the glabella. We showed this before, but we didn't call it bobblehead. So, bobblehead, just some new terminology. So, like a good kinesiologist, you're going to recheck to see if you did any good or not. Look at this. And it's gone. And they'll fix more than one fixation. The one drawback, if she had more than one fixation, it doesn't allow you to fix them in a certain sequence. But that's rare. Most people just have one fixation. And this little trick was invented by John Diamond. John Diamond is a medical doctor. And he didn't know how to he wasn't trained in doing manipulation. So he tried to find a shortcut that took the place of the manipulation. So he's the one that came up with shine the light on the glabella. And so I stole that from him. And we have great results doing that. Any questions on that? How does it work, was the question. I gave you a little insight into that. Dr. Gritter had a patient that had migraine headaches. So he worked on her. And then when we got done working on her, she felt better. And he said to her, why don't you just stay here in the room and relax a little bit. I'm in no hurry for this particular room. Just stay here and rest a little bit after all that work I did on you. And as he left the room, he turned off the light switch. And when he turned off the light switch, the foot went like that. He saw that out of the corner of his eye. He turned the light switch back on, the foot went like this. Turned the light switch off, went like this. Turned the light switch back on, it went like this. So now the patient catches on and sees that the foot's moving all by itself. And the patient says, what does that mean? Dr. Goodhart says, well, it means your foot's connected to the light switch. So what it really means is there are light receptors on your body other than your eyes, is what that means. There's light receptors on your body. And now she's pretty fully clothed, but it still worked. The bright light here worked. So it just means there's photoreceptors on the body. It's not restricted to the eyes only. And in her case, she had a hypertonic psoas, and the darkness was causing that to relax. And when you turn the light on, the psoas would contract, the psoas would relax, psoas would contract, psoas would relax. So that was the origin of that, how that came about. So that's the best explanation I have is why does that work? Any questions on that? Her question was, could you use a laser for that? And in this case, the answer is no. In this case, it needs to be a bright light. So if you think about it, the bright light is the opposite of this. This is no light. Makes her go weak. The bright light fixes it. Black and white, opposites. Question? He's asking, is there a nutritional correction? And the long chain fatty acids help that. And a common source of that would be wheat germ oil. Wheat germ oil is therapeutic for people who are subject to being affected by gravity. Let me reword that. Affected by gravity detrimentally. We're all affected by gravity.